O Lord, O Mother, bless me with Sankalpa Shakti. And this Sankalpa Shakti is nothing but Parabhakti. This Sankalpa Shakti is nothing but Parabhakti. If you have Parabhakti, then wherever you go, be it in here or be it to your own temple, in your own house, that place is filled with Parabhakti. Wherever there is Parabhakti, you have already installed that Sankalpa Shakti. That is why you need not go. As you go to a temple, your house becomes Parabhakti, the house of Parabhakti. And wherever there is Parabhakti, that becomes Sankalpa Shakti. A Sankalpam becomes strong. That is why, line by line, I am revealing to all of you, you should become like that. Because why? You have Vana Bhakti, dry Bhakti. So from a dry Bhakti, you should convert into Parabhakti, eternal, permanent, omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent force is that Sankalpa Shakti. And this Sankalpa Shakti becomes Parabhakti, where you will understand you are an omniscient force, you are an omnipotent force, and you are that omnipresent force. Wherever you are, you become a part of Sankalpa Shakti. That is why you see, when people do sadhana, that Sankalpa Shakti becomes great. That is why if you see elders in your family, why they become good is because they have installed inside themselves Parabhakti, either by religion or by being and giving goodwill. So that is why all of our elders, our forefathers, our own father and mother, their Sankalpa Shakti was great. Knowingly or unknowingly, they had Parabhakti. When they see a God, when they see a religion, when they see that kind of a divinity in a temple or wherever it is, they possessed Parabhakti. Because of that, their Sankalpa Shakti was just great. Do we have that kind of a Parabhakti? Do we have that kind of a Sankalpa Shakti? You don't have. We don't have. I have, but you don't have. I am not bragging about myself. I am just telling you how to be in life from today onwards. You have to convert your own normal bhakti to Parabhakti, and from Parabhakti, from Shakti, you convert Bhakti into Shakti, and that Shakti gets converted into Sankalpa Shakti. That is the essence of divinity. That is why God comes in a human avatara. That is how it started, from Rama. This is that in Treta Yuga, Rama came as, or Vishnu came as Rama. And all the other forms of life around him formed. Most of you have gone to Rameshwaram. In Rameshwaram, you see huge blocks of stones where the whole Samudra, the sea, was covered with such stones, and the whole of Rama or Sena they traversed the whole Bay of Bengal to reach Lanka. And these stones looks very heavy, but these stones floats on water. That's the third example. I would like to give it to you today. And these stones are naturally formed, and these stones are formed out of pumice stones. Pumice. And these stones are called as pumice stones. And even today these stones are used to remove all the hairs from the body. It is called as pumice stones. And these are the stones which blocks and blocks, huge blocks of stones were thrown onto the sea to make the path for that Ramasena to walk across from India to the Talaimannar coast to Sri Lanka. Because that is where Ravana held Sita in captivity in Ashokavana in Sri Lanka. And what was that stone? Not a bridge. Because of Chaitanya, so with Parabhakti, all that Kapisenya, all that whole army of monkeys walked on that pumice stones as that bridge. Okay? And that is how that whole of that Rama Seva walked on that path. And even today, that is called as Rama Setu. Even today, it is called as Rama Setu, the bridge where Lord Rama walked across from India to Sri Lanka. So, everywhere we were able to traverse across gravity. So, today, O Mother, bless me to transform myself from nonsense to the essence of life itself. What is the essence of life? From nonsense to essence. And that essence is, each one of us are blessed with Sankalpa Shakti. We can perform superhuman efforts with our mind and 50% with our body, and more so from the mind, 120% and over through the mind, where we can convert that bhakti into parabhakti and convert that parabhakti to Sankalpa Shakti, where the mind and intellect is being used consciously like a laser. That is the beauty of Sankalpa Shakti. So next time when you go to Rameshwaram, go and witness these pumice stones. You will understand how God's creation is there even today. And these pumice stones float on water. It doesn't get submerged in water. It just floats like a piece of cork or like a piece of a styrofoam on water. These huge blocks of stones, if you say 2 feet by 3 feet, and about 1.5 feet depth. That huge stone is like it floats like a piece of cork on water. That is the beauty, because Mother has blessed all the Rama Sena from nonsense because of Rama and because of Shabari. They converted Parabhakti to a Sankalpa Shakti, and Rama was able to conquer Ravana. There is the whole beauty of this. So you see how in the land of miracles, how all these three miracles comes itself in the land of God as well as in the whole world. How things can defy gravity, and how all this kind of a pumice stone can convert itself like a piece of cork. It can float on water. See, these are the miracles you should see. And who performs all that? Do you think monkeys did that? No. It was Lord Rama who did it with his Sankalpa Shakti. Like we are also having human bodies. Even Rama can even convert evil into good. So don't think you are evil. The only thing is you have not made your mind good. If you have a good mind, then you will have a prosperous mind, where this prosperous mind will get into love, care and compassion. You can imagine how a monkey was and how a monkey could do so much of seva to Lord Rama. He had so much of miraculous powers. He was Anjani Putra. He still performed miracles because why? He understood what was a miracle. When you look at and if you listen to all the exploits of Lord Hanumanta, if you look at all this, if you read the treatise, in what way he performed a seva to his Lord and Guru Rama, Anjana, you will understand how he could do. He went all the way to Sri Lanka and tired of everything. Why he was able to do it? His mind was so powerful, his body was very powerful because his sankalpa was good. He only wanted to do seva to Rama, and that seva made him much more powerful than what he was. And that powerful, he was able to expand his whole body from zero to infinity, to till where the skies could meet. To that extent he expanded himself. And that expansion, he also reduced that expansion to a microscopic level. So if you read Anjanaya, you will understand what all exploits he did to do seva to Rama. Why? Because he understood the essence of his whole energy and Shakti was blessed by Rama and by the Divine Mother, because the Divine Mother has told him, you have to go, because he saw the Divine Mother in his own seva to Devi as Sita.
For more satsangs from Sri Sri Nimishananda Guruji, subscribe to this channel. Click the bell button below to get notifications. Like and share the video and spread the divine message.